We're going to get this show started. As I said, my name is Cass Millions from Be More as well. And I have Kay right here from Delaware with me. And I just want to let you guys know, especially our guests, I want to welcome all of the guests that are here. And I want to let you know that the person that invited you to this Zoom really cares about you and your well being. So I know right about now you are wondering why in the world were they so excited and so determined for me to be on this Zoom tonight. Well, you're about to find out in just a couple of seconds because I have the pleasure of introducing to some and presenting to others our amazing host for this evening from my hometown, More, Maryland. And she is a mother of five, grandmother of seven, serial entrepreneur that absolutely loves helping people. So she is going to show you why you were invited here tonight. Take it away, Boomy.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Cassandra, for getting us started tonight. I want to greet the guests as well. You all are why we are here this evening. So, we're going to take maybe like about the next 35 or 40 minutes to help you do what I call visit your future. So, I hope we have some people on the line who are absolutely those dreamers, but you're not just dreaming by night, you dream by day, and you're working on manifesting those dreams. You've got some goals, some ambitions, some desires that you want to accomplish. You know, I just got off of doing a Facebook Live, and I was talking about, is there anybody out there who really wants to make more money? Not just say they want it, but really want a vehicle to move money from point A outside of your household to point B inside of your household. If there's anybody out there that would like to move that money into their household, type in the chat, that's me. I need to see who I'm talking to. If you want to move that money, type that's me, that's me, that's me, because that is why we are here tonight. Whether you are a guest or whether you are already a part of this awesome opportunity, we are talking about manifesting those dreams and getting what we showed up for, because so many people live these quiet lives of desperation. They're stressed out, they're living in lack and scarcity. And guys, you were not meant to live a stressed out life. You were not meant to live in fear. You were not meant to live a life of limitation. And so tonight, while you're on here hearing about this opportunity, you're going to be inspired, because I want you to learn how to take the financial limits off. Raise your hand if you're ready to take off the financial limits and really live in the abundance and the joy and the impact that you were created for. And so, as you hear this information tonight, you're going to be saying to the person, man, I mean, I knew I was coming to hear about an opportunity, but I didn't know I was going to get that extra inspiration sauce. And so, do me a favor, guys, take out that pen, take out that pad, because we have here 6 and 7 figure notebooks. There are some things you may want to jot down, because the paper never forgets. And we're going to get right into it to start helping people to design their own dream life. So I'm going to share my screen. And as Cass said, we both hail from that great state of Maryland. I am a second generation network marketer, meaning I grew up in this home based business industry. I absolutely love it because I've seen it take people truly from zero to hero. I've seen it take people from just being broke, busted, and disgusted to living a life of financial freedom, to be able to do what they want to do, to have what they want to have, and truly be what they want to be. And so tonight, we're going to share with you an opportunity that we found not too long ago. We were sitting just where you are sitting, guests. We were looking for an opportunity. We were looking for a way to move that money into our household, to have more time, more freedom, and more fun. I don't know about you, but anybody out there besides me believe that at this point in your life, you need to be enjoying it, right? Shake your head up and down like this. Like, I need some fun. I need some enjoyment, but I want the money too. And I want to get the financial stress off of me. And so I'm going to tell you a little story about how I heard about this opportunity called Travorium. So I was in Dubai at the end of last October, and I had gone to Dubai for a blockchain conference. So I was there for crypto. And I was selling a product called Nodes. It was sales, y'all. It felt like a job. Well, I haven't worked a job since 2004. So I was like, okay, enough of this. I need to get my residual income back. You see, this awesome industry had me in a place where I was making 25,000 a month. And then it had some business shifts, went into the crypto space, and I wasn't getting that residual. And I was like, okay, no, I need to get back to home. I need to get back to this residual income. So I literally remember where I was standing in my hotel room when I prayed this prayer. Lord God, I need this residual, and it doesn't have to take long for it to get to me because you know exactly where it is. Well, ladies and gentlemen, within 48 hours, in less than 48 hours, I was sitting in my hotel lobby, and this young lady named Tia was telling me how she had traveled to Dubai for $1. Cabo, Mexico for $9, not for the whole entire stay. Excuse me, not for each night, but for the whole entire stay. And then she was telling me how she had been saving money on dining and shopping and entertainment, just about every way that she did life. And I'm like, okay, this is resonating with me. I love traveling. I love getting out and seeing the world. Who doesn't love saving money? So it was checking all my boxes. So she said, okay, well, watch this video when you get on the plane on the way home. I watched the video, and the young lady who was doing the video, I knew her. Like, I had known of her for 20 years. I just didn't know what she was doing. But I knew she was a solid entrepreneur. So that was another box that was checked. So when I got home, I ran upstairs and said, okay, I prayed for residual. Let me look at this compensation plan. And guys, that is what sealed the deal. So if you're here tonight, like I was talking to Chris, who was Daz's person that he referred earlier, Dad said, listen, the vacations, all that is fine, but I need to know about the money. Can I really make some money with this? Release the mute button, please. And everybody to make sure they stay on mute so my co-host could mute out everybody. I would appreciate that. So he said, man, I'm here for the money. But then there are other people who say, man, I just love to travel. I love to get out and see the world. And I want to travel more, travel better, and travel for less. So I want you to get what you showed up here for tonight. Some people are here because of the product. Some people are here because of the savings part of this lifestyle membership. Some people are here absolutely for the daily pay. So, whatever it is that you're here for, we are going to help you to get it. So, let me tell you about this company. The person that you see here on the left, David Hart, he's the CEO and founder. And so I had the privilege of meeting him back in February because when I joined, November was my first full month. And so I said, oh, they're having a leadership conference in Orlando. Oh, I want to get my butt on this plane because I want to feel the energy of this opportunity. I mean, it looks good. I'm already making money, but I want to meet the owner. I want to feel the people from all over the world who are coming into this business. And so I got on the plane, went to Orlando, and guys, again, just sealed the deal even more. This guy right here, David and Adela Hart, they are visionary leaders that truly have a heart. So they have a very fitting last name. You get to hear from them every week because he likes to be close to the people in the field who have said yes to this opportunity because he wants to help you to win. You know, he used to be just like us when he was looking for an opportunity, got into this space of network marketing, and then decided, you know what, I just don't want to make a little bit of money. I want to take this thing seriously. And over time, he became $1 million earner. Then he went from in the field to actually owning the company. And so here we are today with Travorium. And so we're in 64 different countries. We're doing millions of dollars in sales every single year, multi tens of millions. And we have our home offices in 3 different continents. So the US, Spain, and Kazakhstan. And y'all, let me tell you, this company is exploding. And one of the reasons is because of this. Almost everybody in the world, you know what they want to do? They want to travel the world. People in insurance, when they make money, they want to get out and they want to see the world. People in real estate want to travel, construction want to travel. But guess what else everybody wants to do? They want to save money too, because a penny saved is a penny what? Is a penny earned. And so here we are in this $10 trillion industry. Why is that important? You want to be a part of a business, an industry that is exploding, not one that is shrinking. And so in this industry, we're poised to be a $15 trillion industry in the next 9 years. So everybody wants to do this. And this is truly the business of dreams. Ask anybody, what's on your bucket list? What are some of the things that you want to do in life? And you're going to find travel somewhere like in the top one, two, or three things that people put on that list. And so you all know Warren Buffett, right? Warren Buffett said this: if you don't find a way to make money while you're sleeping, you're going to work until you what? You're going to work until you die. Now, I don't know about you all, but I don't like the sound of that. Don't you want to get to the point where you've worked long enough and you can like stop and just chill out and enjoy, but your money doesn't stop? Is that ever going to happen on a job? Shake your head, no. Of course not. So, what do we need to do? We need to find opportunities, businesses that allow us to make money while we are sleeping. And so, Travorium is one of those businesses. People say, what's the name again? Think travel, think emporium, put it together, and you have Travorium. This is a 13-year-old company. Why is that important? Well, for me, I love stability. With so many companies going away with crypto programs and scams and rug pulls and all that, I'm like, okay, enough is enough. I need something that's going to be here. And so when you put your efforts into this company, when you decide, you know what, man, I want to make residual income this way. I want to have multiple strings of income coming into my household. You can feel really good that this company is going to be here, that your efforts are going to bring forth some really, really juicy fruit. And so, what we like to say is this is not a travel company. This is so much more than travel. So, I want you to write this down. Write down the word lifestyle. If you're using the chat, do me a favor. Type in the chat lifestyle, because I don't want you to think travel company. I want you to think lifestyle company or lifestyle membership. Now, travel, isn't that a part of how we do and enjoy life? Of course it is. But it's just one of the ways. So tonight you're going to find out how you can stay in 5-star resorts for 2-star prices, how you can get below travel agent rates, how you can get great, fantastic deals on cruises. And this month, when you join Get a Cruise for free, that's right, FREE, just paying the taxes and the port fees for two. So you get that when you sign up as one of our incentives, signing up on our team. Discounts on car rentals and parks and tours and activities. Literally, again, saving money on all of the ways that you do life. So we like to ask people, look, how are you lifing? How are you lifing? Because when you get with Travorium, you're going to be lifing even better. So like I said, guys, this lifestyle membership is going to add so much value to your life. Just think about the memberships that you heard of. We all know about Costco memberships, right? And BJ Wholesale Club memberships, Amazon memberships. We are living in a membership society. So this is a lifestyle membership. It's fitting for how people move and flow these days. And so with this membership, you're going to choose the platinum membership. You're going to see why in a moment. It's going to allow you to take approximately two, could be more, vacations every single year. Maybe like every 6 months, we've got a lot of people taking these types of vacations that we're going to show you. And so every month you're going to earn what's called travel points. You're going to start collecting travel points right away. 270 of them every single month. They're going to help you to buy down your travel to pennies on the dollar. You'll be able to book at travel agent rates or below. And here's the thing that I love, guys. This isn't a timeshare at all. In fact, I had purchased a timeshare 2 months before I heard about Travorium. I had promised myself, I went to Williamsburg, Virginia. I said, I'm not going to buy. 8 hours later, I committed to $17,000. Like, why? Contracts and blackout dates and maintenance fees and ahas and I gotchas. And so when I saw this 2 months later, I was like, oh my gosh, just $350 and the opportunity to make hundreds of thousands of dollars to make additional income. And I don't have any contracts, no blackout dates, no ahas, and all of that. Now I got you. So I love this business opportunity part of this. But first, before we get into the money, we're going to show you a little about the product. So now the first thing I want you all to know is we've got a robust travel platform here in this lifestyle membership. So we're going to help you by giving you 3 different travel sites. So you'll be able to log into your back office after having been in for 7 days. One of the ways that you get to look at the savings on hotels, you'll have immediate access to. The other two, you just have like a 7 day waiting period. And then you'll get to see how you can save on more than 2 million hotels and resorts. Let me just do a couple of comparisons, right? So let's look at Expedia versus Travorium. So here we are at the Churchill Suites in the fabulous Monte Carlo, Miami Beach. We'll go to Expedia. So we've got 9 days, $4,400. People are paying it all day long because it's a top of the line property. But wait, let's compare to what Travorium has to offer. $2,300 instead of $4,400, y'all. Same everything except for you're paying a lower price. Well, what about Las Vegas? We all love the lights, right? The lights, the bling, the ka-ching, ka-ching. Whether you gamble or not, everybody loves Las Vegas. Let's go over to the Horrors Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas. Expedia's price for that, $293 a night. You go into your back office, same date, same property, $15.46, guys. Is that good? Is that great? That is phenomenal. One more property I want to show you. Let's go to the Fairmont Grand Del Mar in San Diego, California. Top notch property because we all like the opulence and richness and luxury, right? So 6 nights, $5,000 with Expedia, a savings of $3,100 with Travorium, just $1,900 for the same 6 nights. So when we say below travel agent rates, that's one of the reasons why travel agents are adding this platform into what they're already doing because they love having a membership where they don't have to look up stuff for people. They can just say, here you go. Well, here's your own travel membership. Here's your own portal. Hey, have at it and just save even lower than the travel agent and him or herself can save. So now let's talk about another way to travel called getaways. Remember those travel points that I talked about? Well, you're going to be able to use those travel points to buy down your rates for getaways and world tours to pennies on the dollar. In fact, Tina's on here. She's going to give a testimony in a little bit. But her husband called me. She was like, "Oh my gosh, I went in my back office. Do you know we can get a week with some getaways for $0?" That's right, y'all, $0. Redeem your points and go. So at more than over 2,000 resorts, you got a choice of over 300,000 plus weeks. Now look at this. Anybody interested in going to Spain? For 8 days, 7 nights, a studio apartment, $899. That's pretty good, right? But what is the Travorium rate? Just $7 after you apply your travel points. Let's go to Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. 8 days, 7 nights in a 1 bedroom suite. You know, when you can get the resort stays where you can have that 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom, so you all can spread out. I love traveling that way. So the retail price, $1,299, but you have this lifestyle membership. You're using your points to buy it down to pennies on the dollar. Now for that whole week, look at that price, $149. This is for all of the people that you decide to take with you. And of course, y'all know we got to take the grandkids to see Mickey and Minnie, right? You don't want to just do it for 2 or 3 days. You want to take them for a whole week and have a 2 bedroom. $1,100 isn't bad. But with Travorium, take those points and now you're there for $142. And what you're going to do, you're going to be posting about this on Facebook and people are going to be like, wait a minute. How'd you get to stay in a suite for $142 for a week with your whole family? And you're going to say, I got a secret. You want to know? Ask me about it, inbox me, and I'll tell you. So these getaways are just fabulous. But let me tell you about my favorite way to travel. I love these world tours. So again, you're going to go into your back office and it's going to be sectioned off by month. So you're going to look and be like, okay, where are the world tours for June? Where are the world tours for July? Look for the whole year and you'll be able to see what bucket list destinations that you want to travel to. So the world tours are what we call curated travel. It's like organized and planned out and done for you. Let's look at Venice, Italy. 5 days, breakfast included, glass factory tour, retail $1,100, Travorium just $249. Remember, I told you people were going to Dubai at like for pennies on the dollar. Retail rate for 5 star in Dubai is actually more than this $1,600 you see here. Breakfast is included on this trip. You would pay $1,600 no problem, but the Travorium rate just $379. Now, if you're like me, you love all inclusive, y'all. So we're going to go to Montego Bay, Jamaica, 5 star resort, 5 days, all inclusive. That means you got your breakfast, lunch, dinner. You don't have to buy any food, fix anything. It's all done for you, all your drinks. Retail 2,100. That's still good for all inclusive, but use your travel points that you're going to be accumulating every single month. You see them compounding in your back office. Now, you're in Montego Bay, all inclusive, for just $579. But wait, y'all, there's more because guess what? That's for two people. So you get to take your honey, you get to take your spouse, you get to take your daughter, you get to take your grandson, whoever you want to take with you because all of the world tours are for two people. So when you look at this, guys, it's just like nobody is doing travel the way that Travorium is doing travel. So you're going to see these world tours both in the country, like Las Vegas, Hawaii, New York, and out of the country, Maldives, Bali, Singapore. I mean, just you name it. We are doing travel better. So remember this, travel more, travel better, and travel for less. We're going to help you to do all that while saving on all of the ways that you do life. So when you look at these prices right here, you're like, oh my gosh, Hawaii for 5 nights, 5 star with breakfast, two people, $500. That's just $250 a piece, y'all. I'm telling you, this is awesome. So I know you're probably like, okay, well, how much is this going to cost? So think about when I told you how I was at the timeshare presentation. I committed to $17,000. That was on the low end. There are people who go to these presentations and they see deals that aren't even what you're seeing here tonight, and they spend multiple tens of thousands. People walk out there at 40,000, 50,000. People are spending 100,000 on timeshares, guys. When look here, you can have access to everything a timeshare gives you and a whole lot more, plus be making money for just $269 for the product. So that's the platinum membership. One time, $269. Now, to that, you are going to add $99 if you want to make money. That's the cost of the business, y'all. Just $99 a year. Can you imagine that? So you get to have multiple streams of income. making up to, I mean, hundreds of thousands of dollars. We have people in this company who've been in for a while who've already made over $1 million because they were on a presentation like this and they said yes, and all they got to pay is $99 a year for the business. So when you add the $269 for the product, which is the platinum membership, and the 99, you get 200 and excuse me, you get $370. But right now, for the next 2 days, we've got a promotion going where you're going to save $20 off. So instead of that 99, it's just $79. So it's just $350 to get started. Now, you see right here where it says platinum, 270 travel points. Guys, these are so valuable. If you never told a soul, if you decided never ever to go into your back office and save on the dining and the shopping and entertainment and comedy shows, and people are saving on refrigerators and dishwashers and cell phones. I mean, it's like it shouldn't cost you anything if you're using all of the savings. So 270 travel points every single month. So for every dollar that you're spending of that 135, which is monthly, you're getting $2 in travel points. And these travel points are going to be used to buy down your travel for the world tours and the getaways. Okay. Now, how do you get into profit? We like to say get three and yours is free. But it's not free because we're somebody still paying for it, but it never has to come off of your credit card, that 135. You see, when I looked at this and I said, man, it just makes sense. I'm going to do this. I'm going to build this business. I want this membership. And immediately I started sharing it with people. So it never came off of my credit card, not one time, because I'm like, wow, I need to start telling my friends about this and people I know who are entrepreneurs about this and people who I know who love to travel. And when they started looking, not everyone said yes, but a lot of people said yes. And so within my first 30 days, actually within my first week, I referred three. So if you refer three people, at the same membership level as you, which is platinum, you're going to start making what's called daily pay. And so this daily pay is enough to cover that 135. So if you want to know how do you get into profit, just refer how many, type it in the chat. Let me make sure you're paying attention. Type the number 3 in the chat. Just refer 3. Now, there are 8 billion people in this world, on this earth. We have 64 countries and growing that we're doing business in with our help, following our system and our training. Do you think that you can find 3 people who want to change their life, who want to save money, who want to travel more, travel better, and travel for less? Of course, you can. Absolutely. And so we're going to help you to do that. And so our business model just makes a lot of sense. You see, those third-party retail travel companies like Orbitz and Expedia and Kayak, what do? They advertise a lot. Somebody has to pay for that advertising, right? And so what they do is they could give you the Travorium price because we actually both have the same prices, but they mark up their price because somebody has to pay for the advertising. With Travorium, guess what happens? There's no extra markup because they don't pay for advertising. They use word of mouth advertising, which is us. So we have the opportunity to take this phenomenal platform, share it with our friends and family, use social media, and get paid. So if you want to know how to get paid, I want you to type in the chat, show me the money. Type that in. Let me see who's going to say, show me the money, because we're about to show you as we wrap up. Excuse me, something's going on with my computer. How you can save money, showing other people how to save money on every way that they do life. So again, for the next 2 days into the 14th, you can become an independent business owner for just $79 a year. It's going to go up just $20 to $99, still unbelievable. So you get your websites, you get your back office, you get your marketing videos. We have a Travorium University. And let me say this, guys, you get this phenomenal team. The person who invited you here, they're part of our team called the BIT Group, BIT. That stands for Billionaires in Training. So that just lets you know where our mindsets are. We are big thinkers, bold thinkers, right thinkers. We're not people just playing around. This person didn't invite you just to get you here and then leave. No, we got goals and dreams and ambitions. We're following people who have been here longer than us, who are already making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. In fact, this weekend, some of us are going to a Super Saturday in Oxon Hill, Maryland, where we're going to be trained and inspired by Chris Bailey, who just made the six-figure position of ambassador, and his sponsor, Harlan Hall, who still has a six-figure job, but is making six figures with this opportunity as well. Imagine that, y'all. Six figures part-time in just 18 months. This is what Travorium is about. So let me show you how the money works, and then we're going to bring on some people for some testimonials. So hold tight. So what are we going to help you to do? Refer how many? We're going to start out with helping you to refer 3. Once you do that, you're going to be making $4.45 every single day. Now, of course, you get bonuses when people join. When they become a platinum member, you're going to get at least $50 in what's called a direct sales bonus. But it doesn't stop there, because that daily pay is going to kick in. You're going to get up in the morning, run to your computer, and 7 days a week, you're going to check that back office, and that money every single day is going to be there. So if you never did anything else, then refer 3, you're never going to have to pay for your monthly membership as long as those 3 people have their lifestyle membership. But guess what's going to happen? Those 3, they're going to want to get theirs paid for. And so they're going to say, well, man, just like you reached out and shared this with me, I believe it's something good for my family. I want to tell some other people about it. Those 3 are going to go out and they're going to tell a few. Now, when you have 8 memberships in one leg and 8 memberships in the other, this is the binary. Bi means 2, so it's just 2 legs. You're building a left team and a right team with a small team of just 16. And the person who invited you here tonight, some of the people that they bring in will spill underneath of you to help you get this daily pay. And so that means that now you're going to be at $10 every single day. Plus the amount of money that you get when people join, that's going to increase as well. But $10 a day, y'all, you're going to be at around $500 a month. What can you do with the extra $500 a month? Think about that. Could you pay a car payment? Yes. Could you buy some cryptocurrency? Yes. Could you get out of some debt? Heck yeah. But guess what? Now that you're a 1-star director, you are going to be inspired to get to 2-star. Now, let me tell you about this company. You see this ring right here? This company rewards you handsomely very early in the compensation plan. So now when those 8 people say, well, let me go ahead and refer 3 more each. Now that's 25 people in each leg. Now you are getting comma money every single month. $25 a day. More bonus money as people join. An extra about $24,000 a year. And guess what? You didn't even have to ask your boss for a raise. You write your own paycheck. You decide that you're good enough and you're worthy enough and you are worth having more money. But guess what's going to happen, y'all? You're going to get a 2-star. You're going to get the ring. You're going to get more daily pay. You're going to get a up to $750 monthly bonus as a 2-star. But then you're going to say, well, shoot, look, all these people around the world becoming 3-star directors. If they can do it, I can do it. And then over time, as you plug into our system, as you keep getting on the training, as you be like, oh my gosh, I'm saving so much money. You're going on these world tours. You're sharing your testimony. People are joining because you're sharing. Now with 63 platinum members in each leg, remember, this is not you going out and selling to do all this work. People are telling people, and everyone's just getting just a few. And now that's $70 every single day you wake up. more bonus money every single time somebody joins. And you see how, as we just keep spreading the word on this awesome membership, it just keeps increasing. Then you'll be at 4-star, $100 a day, 7 days a week, almost $50,000 in extra income every year. But let me tell you about this coveted position right here, ambassador. If you are anywhere near Maryland, Steven's on here. He's driving from Greensboro, near Greensboro, up to Baltimore. Not even Baltimore, we're south of that, like the DMV area, Oxon Hill, Maryland. He's going to meet two ambassadors this coming up Saturday. We're all going to meet Harlan Hall and Chris Bailey. I want you, if you haven't seen their videos and heard their story, you got to hear it. These guys, when they saw this, they said, this just makes sense. This industry is booming. We love having a home-based business in addition to our job. They got started, y'all, about 18 months ago, and now an extra $100,000 plus. You get to be in the room with them this Saturday in Oxon Hill, Maryland at the Super Saturday. There'll be a presentation in the morning for guests at 10 a.m. Then after that, there's going to be awesome training. You want to know the secret sauce to get to be a six-figure earner or more? Be in that room this weekend. And the tickets, if you are in the business, is only $35. So ambassador is that six-figure position. And let me show you what David and Adela Hart do for people who reach ambassador. So the company treats you phenomenal the whole time as you are on your way to ambassador. But I got a lot of people in this team. The person who invited you, they said, you know what? I like that ambassador lifestyle. You get extra vacations paid for where they actually give you airfare credit so you and your spouse don't have to pay to get to one of these fabulous destinations like Dubai. The ambassador lifestyle event is going to be in Dubai this December. They're going to shut down the Louis Vuitton store because anywhere they have this event, there's a Louis Vuitton store. They shut it down. They give you a card, a shopping card for $2,500 on a personal shopper and let you go to your heart's content inside of the Louis Vuitton store. Then the whole time you're there, they're just wining you and dining you and just giving you a lot of extra things as well. You get to override the whole entire company. How many countries did I say we're in? Say 64. People all over the world are joining up with Travorium. And so now you may not be in France, but you get to make money from what the people in France are doing. You may not be in Kazakhstan, but you get to make money from what they're doing. You may not be in Nigeria, but you get to make money from what the people in those areas are doing. So this is true leverage, guys. And let me end here as I get the people who are going to be sharing the testimony to get ready. As ambassador, you're at $140 every single day. But then you're overriding the whole company. And then they're giving you these extra perks. Let me just say this. You may have some problems, but money does not have to be one of them. And if you're on here tonight and you are at the point where you're like, man, you know what? I don't have $350 to join, then you really need to dig deep and find a way to get yourself $350 because if your hot water heater went up, if your car broke down, you would find a way. And now we're talking about a residual way so that money can keep coming in while you were sleeping, month after month, year after year, because you shared something one time. We're talking about helping you to write a new money story because as opportunities come to you in the future, whether it's real estate opportunities, stock opportunities, crypto opportunities, you want to be able to say yes when $1,000 opportunity comes, a $10,000 opportunity comes. These are kind of things that we're helping you to get set up for. Remember, we said take off the financial limits. Start learning how to dream again. Get yourself positioned for the lifestyle that you want to design. Because not only do we start at $4.45, but this daily pay goes all the way up to $3,200 a day, y'all. And that's why this company has so much momentum. Over 3,000 people joined last month, over 34,000 joined last year. That number is going to more than double this year because when people see this, it just makes sense. That's why so many people are ranking up to bank up here with Travorium. So I want to see if Nora is out there. Nora just recently joined the business, but we want her to share a quick testimony because, like we said, this lifestyle membership, people are saving money. So, Nora, are you out there with us?
I'm out here.
All right, Nora, give us your quick testimony. How are you saving money?
Honey, I tell you, I am so excited about this company. I tell you, when I first came in, they gave me an incentive trip. I tell you, and I'm going on one of those world tours, and I only paid $188 for the taxes and fees.
Awesome.
Now that's right up my alley, and I thank God for it. I thank God for it. You hear me? For a week. Not only that, I was saving money in the back office. I went in the back office and I found movie tickets.
Mm-hmm.
Now I got a movie ticket for $9.25, and I got the ticket for the popcorn and a drink for $9. And I thank the Lord. I was just so happy like a little child because I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm saving
Yes.
money. I'm saving money. So
Thank
I
you,
thank
Nora.
God for this company. And I thank God that He saw fit to answer my prayer to something like this so I can be able to enjoy my lifestyle in freedom.
Awesome. And Crystal was saying, Amen. Amen. You got Crystal in the Amen corner in the chat. Thank you, Nora, for sharing. We appreciate your
You're welcome,
enthusiasm.
Boomy.
So we want to
Preach.
go
She
over to,
preaching. She preaching.
yeah, she is. So we want to go now to Tina in Pennsylvania, soon to be Dr. Tina. Tina, share your testimony. What's going on? Because I know you and your husband are just like fired up. You're doing presentations in your home. Y'all are just ranking up. What's going on with you, Tina? Share your testimony.
Thanks, Boomy, and thanks, everyone. This lifestyle membership is everything. We have been able to save on hotels, car rentals, and dining. We recently went to Dairy Queen and saved on treats, a buy one, get one free. And that was an unlimited discount, so we can go back as many times as we want.
Mm.
So we now look in our back office for savings before we purchase items or when we are planning to do any activities or go somewhere. So the savings are awesome.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you so much for bringing that out because people need to hear a penny saved is a penny earned. We are heavy on the travel lots of times, but y'all, this is so much more than travel. If this membership doesn't pay for itself and the savings, you are doing something wrong. Thank you so much, Tina. And again, Tina just recently started getting her daily pay. Her husband moved up in his daily pay to $10 a day, and their sights are set for ambassador. Tina said, girl, I want that ambassador experience. So
Yeah,
she's
I do.
absolutely going to get it. Awesome. And let's see, to wrap us up, Cass Millions, who opened us up with the welcomes. Are you out there, Cass?
I am here. I am here. So, my testimony, I want to mainly speak to the guests because this is something you need to know. Last year, I was making good money selling nodes, just like Boomy, and it felt like a grind. Like you get a sale, you get paid. No sale, you don't get paid. So Boomy and I had lots of conversations about finding something else with residual income. I was like, I got to find something else to do. There's got to be a better way. So she went on to Dubai. She told you her story about Dubai. Came back from Dubai and called me up. She said, Cass, I found it. What we was talking about, I found it. I was like, what? She started telling me about it. And I was like, oh, that is wonderful. I'm definitely going to do it. But right now may not be a good time, Boomy, because I was on my way out the door to go out of town to help a family member in need. And I knew I was not going to be focused, not able to get on any Zooms or anything. She said, Cass, I'm pretty sure all the nodes you've been selling, you got the money. Just go ahead, sign up, get yourself positioned, get your three people, and go on and take care of your family. So I said, 3 people, that's all I got to do? She was like, that's all you got to do. I was like, okay, signed up, got 3 people. And I did just what she said, took care of my family. 2 months later, I come home and she's calling me. Congratulations, you made 1-star director. I'm like, are you serious? Wait a minute. You made a mistake, Boomy. You called the wrong person. She said, no, I'm calling the right person. You cast millions or 1-star director. I'm like, how in the world? I ain't did nothing but referred 3 people. How the heck am I ranked up to 1-star director? So everything that she told you about how this business works is the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Get back to the person that referred you, do what they told you, get positioned tonight so that anybody else that they sign up can fall under you. Back to you, Boomy.
Awesome. I love it. So, guys, listen, at this point, guess you are either 1, a 2, or a 3. So, you're going to text your number to the person who invited you. A 1 is a person who says, I definitely need more information. It sounds good, but I want to hear a little bit more. So, that person is going to invite you to come back tomorrow night and maybe give you something specific that will answer any questions that you have. And if you like to talk to me and ask me questions, they'll hook you up with me as well. A 2 is a person that says, all right, I like the deals. I want the product. Like, give me that membership. So if that's you, you're going to text the number 2 to the person who invited you. Now, if you're a 3, you are like Cass. You want the lifestyle, but you also want the money as well. So all my money motivated entrepreneurs, people who need multiple streams of income and want to write a new money story right now, you text the number 3 to the person who invited you here tonight. And remember, let's reduce it down to the ridiculous. This month, when you join, you are going to get a cruise incentive trip as well. So already the company is going to give you a free incentive trip to different places around the world. But our team, because you're a part of the BIT group, we're going to throw in a free cruise. Now, that itself is worth more than 350 little doggone dollars, y'all. So as you can see, this is a no-brainer. And we didn't even talk about all the tax write-offs you get from being in a business like this. So if that's you, you text the number 3 right now and let me be the first to say, welcome to our team. And guess what, y'all? This isn't the only call this week, because this team is going great places. We're going to be back here tomorrow night. So this is what you do. Get signed up tonight. Then we're going to give you a text to send out to your people that you know who have their PhD, meaning they're positive, hungry, and determined. People that you know who like to save money. People that you know who like to have fun, who want multiple streams of income. You're going to text that out to people and invite them to come tomorrow night to see the same thing that you saw. And so you possibly could have your first people joining. You could have your 3 tomorrow if you invite enough people. Isn't that right, Cass? Absolutely. So with that, guys, I want everyone to unmute and let's just congratulate and welcome all of the new people who are going to be joining up tonight. Welcome them to the BIT Group family. And with that, this Zoom is officially over. Get yourself started because you have found a home here with the BIT Group and Travorium. Good night, everybody, and welcome to the team. All
Good
the
night,
guests,
Welcome.
everybody.
Welcome,
Welcome
everybody.
aboard.
Thank
Good
you.
welcome
night.
Made the
on.
right
Good
choice.
night.
God
Thank you to all
opening
you
up
guys for
doors.
your
Welcome.
testimonies. Welcome, welcome.
Night,
Welcome.
everyone.
Good night.
Welcome,
Good
Tomorrow night,
welcome.
we
night.
need to hear from some men.
Welcome.
Good
Welcome.
night,
Good night,
everybody.
everybody.
Night, everyone. God
Good
bless
night.
you.
Welcome to the team.